right now. I was at a friend's house, and again, we get people at the end of the day, always, that are trying to find ways to discredit our products. Gentlemen, I have done so many tests. It is unbelievable on the testing I have done on my products. Actually, more than anyone else, and including trolls or whether it be certified companies, whatever, we've done more tests. So we can back our products up on every level. Now, keep in mind, as I said before, these products do carry batch number violations on them, which means if you basically make a false accusation about my company, I'm going to bring you to court for it. As any company is going to bring you to court if you make false accusations about their products. We have at the bottom of the demonstration something called a non-crack or peel demonstration. This is one of the most brutal demonstrations we've ever done on our products. This is where Mr. Bird freezes his screen literally into a block of ice. Not only is the screen frozen into a block of ice, but it is beat with a hammer. So we can try to get the ice off the screen because, again, I did a very good job on sealing my screen into this huge, massive block of ice. It was sitting in my deep freezer for quite some time. So that way I can make sure it was solidly frozen all the way through, and it was drenched in water before it was taken out of put into the freezer. So we made sure that it was frozen throughout the entire screen. So in this demonstration, I beat the screen literally with a hammer to try to get the ice. Soak it in hot water. You can hear me pulling apart and the ice popping from the surface, all that stuff. No one has ever done that demonstration on their product. We know, we checked. So, if it's true and my product cracked or peeled, do you know how many motorized projection screens I've painted in? Dozens of them. Dozens and dozens of motorized projection screens. Never had one crack, one peel. And as a matter of fact, the customer who has the Epson LS 800, that's a motorized projection screen. Actually, matter of fact, it's a high-end version motorized projection screen because it was designed, it's an Epson screen. So, what we have here, I'm going to show you this all matches together. That's why we have the cardboard up there. We have our cardboard screen here. Show you that's all the same, matching the screen that we use in our demonstrations on our splatter screen. And this is why when we request a ship back, this is one of the things we'll put your paint through. If you make that statement, if you make a claim that my product cracked on you, then guess what we do? We paint it on one of these pieces of cardboard and we fold it up into a nice little square, and then we take it apart and we show you that it doesn't crack or peel. This is something I can prove in court. This is why I warn you, don't make false statements. Now, again, like I said, we get people from all kinds that try to do this or try to discredit our company's technology, and other people are loving with it, they're happy with it, but you do have those people. That's why FLE has a $1 million penalty if you violate the batch number. Same thing with the, not same thing, but the Alpha, not what's it called, the dedicated Cinemax, they have $12,000 sitting on theirs if you violate one. So as you can see, screen's pulling up nicely on our cardboard surface. Then you can show you the demonstrations. We sprayed one of these in and we rolled one of these in. We did this right outside after we painted about 16 ounces of the technology to a 106-inch screen. That's the surface right there. Where's the remote control for this baby? Let me see. YouTube. Now, also too, fabric behind it is also coated in the technology. And I fold that up over and over and over and over and over again. You actually see all the crease lines where I constantly fold it up over and over again. No cracking, no peeling, nothing whatsoever. Let's get ourselves some, let me see, it's just going to be something basic. 4K tropical fish. All right, let's grab this demonstration right here. Probably get a commercial up there, of course. Oh, wait, before we do this. 4K snow screensaver. Want to make sure it's our stuff. You know how we know it's our stuff? Our technology doesn't match any form of black surface. Can't pick it up because our surface picks up a much higher white level than the black surface. I'm actually taking off my t-shirt. I have a black t-shirt on right now under my thermal. Oh, I couldn't think of the name of the shirt I was wearing. It was called a thermal. I was calling it a long sleeve, sweaty sweatshirt, something, whatever. But yes, my thermal. So I'm going to take my thermal off real quick. And I'm going to go in. And where the heck is my my hat? There we go. And we're going to do this right here because, again, our stuff doesn't match any form of black surface. Let me show you. Let me see. Matter of fact, white screensaver. Make it even funner. All right. So that's my technology. Here's my black t-shirt. Our technology doesn't match any fabrics, no paints, none of that whatsoever, because we have something called a heightener level 5. The other one had heightener level 4s. It allows the screen to be able to pick up an image, and basically a nice bright image without basically coming up too dark. Problem you have with some of these screens out here, they don't do these tests. This is called black versus black, gray versus gray. If you don't do these tests at the end of the day, you fail. So you can see I can just take my shirt off and just throw it up on the screen and show you that it doesn't match at all, period. And it's all black. They all pick up the infinity contrast level. Watch this. This is the problem that Rogers had at the end of the day. When they did the demonstration against the black paint, it doesn't make a difference what's up there. They all supposed to pick up the infinity. Starfield screensaver. We'll knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. So as you can see, doesn't make a difference what black it is. It's all going to pull contrast, regardless, all of it. None of it's coming up gray. Ours don't come up gray. It's not going to come up gray. If it comes up gray, it means you're working with a gray screen. All of it's going to come up black. There's no advantage point. I can't sit here and say, well, the t-shirt has the advantage point. No, t-shirt doesn't have the advantage point. They all read the infinity level because they all come up black. White screensaver. Now, when I pull the white screensaver, this is where you can say it has the advantage point. Our technology has the advantage point because it reads a much higher white level than any black surface that we lay it against. Black paint, black fabric, you name it, it doesn't match it. Because we have all these tests displayed on our website. They're called black versus black. That's why you don't cheat in these demonstrations. You know who cheated? We're going to do that demonstration again. Let's get back to this other topic right here. So just to show you, this is our product. It's not black paint. We painted up there and folded it up and try to fake it. No, we back everything up. Let me get my shirt. Let's see. No, you don't. You stay right there. Thank you. "4K tropical fish." I can't express this enough. If you make these accusations, you're going against someone who's a real stickler about tests. I love tests. It's one of the things I enjoy to do. That's what you're going against. You won't win at all, period. This product is tested. I'm the only one who has the block of ice. I got the link down here. Check it out. It's called the block of ice. Froze the screen literally into a block of ice and beat the daylights out of it with a hammer. You can hear the ice snapping and popping. If a screen's going to rip and tear and peel there, it would have done it in that demonstration. Our technology, each piece of it from whatever we develop, actually goes in to add to the screen to advance it. Like we developed the technology that allows a 4K projector to look just like a 720p. Got demonstrations of that all over YouTube. Got to back up everything you say. Some of that technology is embedded to the technology we have now. Sun killer technology. That technology is designed to absorb sunlight through windows. That stuff is embedded in some of our screens. So let's go over and grab this cardboard surface right here. So this is ours. Where are my scissors at? Like literally, I have scissors right over here somewhere. Let me see. Give me I'll take this. I can find it here. Same thing. Ours are here. But I want to make it look like we do things by the book, but you got to do everything by the book because you have people who do so much dirty stuff on camera. It is freaking unbelievable how dirty they are. Put this up here too. And this is why we back up everything we do. Do so much dirt. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. White screensaver. Just so you don't know that, I don't want you to think that I swapped out that surface right there for something different. Very thorough about my test. So let's grab this here, white screensaver. Show you that the surface we have there is going to react the same way with the black fabric. So you can see at the end of the day, there's the same thing too. Doesn't match the black fabric in any way whatsoever. All right, so you know it's legit. Because I don't want you to think that, oh, he swapped it out maybe for a surface behind him and it's just black paint made to be a little bit more strong and more resistant to cracking and peeling. We cover everything. You know why my brain's like that at the end of the day? Because I'm hard on my own products. I always think ahead of everybody else to make sure that when I test my stuff, maybe that person could be thinking this way, or maybe that person could be thinking that way. I need to test all of this. This is the reason why in a courtroom, we won't lose, and we don't lose in courtrooms because our stuff is backed. 4K tropical fish. You don't want to see any flash in front of the camera. None of that nonsense. Tripping over wires and cables. Now let me explain something to you before you actually make this claim. That's an FLE technology sitting over there. It has a $1 million penalty for violating the batch number on it. Let me explain something to you so you understand this. I can have my lawyer bend this up in court. I can bend this up in court. The judge can bend it up in court, or anybody we choose can bend this up. The material we have behind it is coated with this technology. If you look at the wrinkles in it, I don't exactly take this material and fold it up neatly. No, I ball it up because that's where I found it at. Where I have our new acoustic screens, we never roll those things up. We just ball those things up in a little ball and throw them in the corner. That 250-inch massive screen I had outside, guess how that thing was handled? We just balled them up. You ever see me take that thing down? I took it down on camera quite a few times. You ever see me take that thing down and actually fold it up? No, we just grab it, ball it up in the corner, and throw it somewhere because the technology is designed to not crack or peel. If that was the case, the dozens upon dozens of motorized projection screens that I had done on camera would have never worked when we want to go in and basically roll them up and roll them down and roll them up and roll them down. They would have cracked. Actually, as a matter of fact, I have a couple of screens that I customize that have multiple layers on top of these screens and they still didn't crack. Be careful when I tell you about making statements you cannot back up. It's $1 million fine, a lawsuit. You'll lose it hands down. And as for my surface, where someone claimed to have an FLE technology, this is how smooth it goes onto our surface. So no, we don't have any gritty and all that. No, that looks like somebody else's paint. So keep in mind, a piece of PVC is going to be much, much more flexible than a sheet of cardboard. Imagine if your screen was made out of cardboard and you had to roll this up into this motor. It wouldn't even go in because, again, it's much more rigid. So since it's much more rigid, it is actually a higher resistance for the product. If it's going to crack, it's going to crack here, versus it's going to crack on a PVC screen. Don't you think I test my stuff? I find it very funny at the end of the day that we do the most berserk, the most craziest testing than anyone else. Our ambient light rejection technology is tested in environments that screens can't even survive in. And yet, at the end of the day, people want to challenge us. Well, like I said, you can challenge me, but I'll challenge you in court next. Don't do it. It'll get you in a lot of trouble. Be happy with the technology that we designed for you. Be happy with it. And those of you that are looking to just try to make trouble at the end of the day, well, like I said, I'm not doing the tit for tat nonsense. I'm going to get my private investigator. We'll find out exactly where you're located, and I'll have an attorney serve you. And I'll see you in court. That's it. Simple and plain. And it shows that you violated the batch number. It's right there on our site. It's one of our policies. That means that we're going to be suing you for $1 million in civil court. Boom, boom, boom. Don't do dumb stuff. Come on, man. Fold it in a different direction. As I said before, you'll get your stuff in court. Yeah, you'll get crushed. As a matter of fact, I think moreover will make you fold it up. That's usually what I like to do. The person who accused me is a person that I had to do the demonstration for us. So I'll have you fold it up in court. And then you can explain to a judge and my attorneys at the end of the day how you made false accusations about my product and how it didn't work for you in a common courtroom. Then how did it work on YouTube? So what was that mess sitting on the screen? Because that's not ours. So again, don't do dumb stuff. PVC surface, like I said, is a lot more flexible because if it was like that, you wouldn't be rolling that up into your screen. And if it was basically a fixed frame material, which is actually more of a softer PVC designed to stretch over a metal frame, it wouldn't be a stretch. That's a non-stretchable and it's a very resistant surface. So that wouldn't work at all, period. Man, you guys keep it up. You're going to end up buying my lawyer a yacht. It's not worth doing dumb stuff. As for our customers who support our technology, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And that's the reason why they purchase from us at the end of the day, because we can back our stuff. Oh, man, stuff you got everything. Unbelievable. Look at mad and angry and upset. That's what pretty much it comes down to. Bitter and upset. Because our products work and theirs don't. I don't have to fake demonstrations. I don't have to tamper with products. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't do any of that stuff that comes to my demonstrations. Why would I do that? First things first, problem you're going to have is if you lie about your demonstrations, you know you got to face that sooner or later. Can't be doing that kind of stuff. Crazy. So, if you made a claim that a product cracked or peeled, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have it shipped back. When your product gets back here, I'm going to put it onto a sheet of cardboard. I'm going to fold it up multiple times on camera. Display it. Now, if it's going to crack, it's going to crack on a piece of cardboard. Much faster than a piece of PVC, but PVC is actually a lot more flexible than cardboard. Cardboard's going to be much more rigid. I'm going to contact you back. I'm going to ask you again exactly what is on that surface. If you can't tell us what's on that surface, my attorney will contact you after that. I'll speak to you no more. We'll leave it to him. He'll take care of it. And we'll see you in court. You'll get a summons to be in court. And you're being sued. Now, if you get the product and say it's a black technology, and some people like the gunmetal technology we have, they're not ready for the black technology. I can understand that. That I can understand. I got no problem with that. Even though you paid for it, even though you painted it on your wall already, I'm willing to work with you and send you out a gunmetal technology to help you out because I want to see your project take off. But if you try to swindle my company at the end of the day and try to come up there and make false accusations, I'm going to get you for $1 million. It's simple and plain. You want to stick me in the category of people who cheat on demonstrations on a basic hobby paint at $4.97? And you're going to put me in the same category? You're got a big problem on your hands, because my stuff is tested. And the link below, that'll show you the extreme measure that we go to make sure a screen doesn't crack or peel. So if I go through all that, imagine with the other testing that I put my products through. Now, just so you know, when we reach that courtroom, I'm going to have you crumble it up for us. You made the accusation. You're going to crumble it up for me. You explain to me what's on that surface and those pictures claiming that our product cracked and peeled and broke up like that. This is going to mean the difference between you walking. Oh, forgot. Sorry. There's also criminal charges involved in it too, because you committed fraud against my company. It's actually just stated right there on the website. It's a 20 to 30-year prison sentence if you're convicted of basically committing fraud against my business. And all companies should have this. Every company should have this. As a matter of fact, I think all companies should make this a policy. They should literally have this on their site. Maybe it'll cut down a lot of nonsense on people tampering with things, opening up stuff, breaking stuff, and accusing the company of which the company has to pay for all this. People think at the end of the day, oh, they just send it back to the company. They got to pay for all that at the end of the day. That'll cut down on a lot of that nonsense of people tampering with things and then saying, oh, it broke, it came this way, this, that, and the other. They need to start doing this stuff more often. Especially with people on eBay, and they get ripped off the worst on eBay, who basically send something over and a person will smash or break the phone or whatever. A person has the capability of taking one of these phones apart and repairing the screen at ease, because they can do this, will damage the phone and say it came that way, knowing they can repair the damage. Rip off the merchant. He loses money at the end of the day. That's why I don't like you naysayers at the end of the day. You people who do this kind of stuff. You're just designed to rip people off. That's what you do. Well, you make a claim against my product ever cracking or peeling, or anybody else make it, I'm going to bring you to court. I'm going to have you roll that up in that courtroom. And you explain to that judge how our screen cracked and peeled that badly on a PVC material that's much more flexible than this. And we have no cracking and peeling on this at all whatsoever. And if you can't explain it, well, guess what? You're going to walk out of that courtroom. Well, you're not walking out of that courtroom. You're going to come back for the criminal charges, yes. That you won't be walking out of. But you will be coming out of that courtroom a poor man. Because when I get done with you, I'm going to go upstairs, top floor, and I'm going to execute my judgment to the debt collector as fast as possible. So by the time you reach over to your area, it's already set to go. I don't appreciate that. I work hard. I work a lot of crazy hours. So anybody at the end of the day is going to sit there and say, well, you know, that's unnecessary. No, it is necessary, because I work a lot of mad hours to make sure that my products work for my customers. Everybody else in here on YouTube are cutting corners, taking black paint, smearing it around, pouring it in containers, and products matching house paint, all kinds of dirty stuff at the end of the day. We're the only ones trying to keep it real 100%. They're convincing you that you buy these knockoff, cheap, crappy projectors and these overpriced, expensive screens at the end of the day, that you're going to get this amazing picture, and you're just getting crap at the end of the day. We're the only ones that come on here and work this hard. So you're darn right, you're darn skippy at the end of the day. You tamper with my product at the end of the day, and you make a false statement about my product, I'll see you're behind in court. And anybody else who works that hard to build a company, and someone's going to come against your company that you work for, you got a right to take them to court and clean their freaking clock. They deserve it. Man. So, to the customer, I'll be contacting you. I got a motorized projection screen I just picked up on, we picked it up. I picked it up on eBay for 50 bucks. Got it for a good price too. Let me do some demonstrations off that right there. I'm going to blast that thing in no time at all. Get it done, spray it, be done with it. I'm going to spray one of them, I'm going to roll the other one. So that's what we want to do. But yeah, if that was the case, all those motorized projection screens, and I did multiple. Matter of fact, I had three customized gaming motorized projection screens that were not only painted on the screen, but they had designs wrapped around it. No cracking or no peeling. Dumb nonsense that Roger said in his video that you can't paint it with any other paint because it'll jam up the motor. Man, seriously? Really? I painted that screen. That screen has 8 applications. On one of the screens had 8 applications. As a matter of fact, in one of the demonstrations, I deliberately painted the screen 4 times. That doesn't happen. You don't know anything at the end of the day. It takes quite a bit to jam a motor on a motorized projection screen. I've done it already. I've literally burnt out a motor. I literally cracked a fixed frame screen one time. It takes quite a bit. It's about 40 or 50 applications to do it. It takes a lot to do it. So, you know, piece of cardboard, and we chrome them up like that. We test their screens, and we fold them up on the cardboard. If it cracks there, we know definitely it's going to crack on a fixed frame or a stretch screen. That PVC material, when you stretch that, it's constantly expanding. Do you know that? As you stretch these screens out, they're constantly still moving. They're constantly still expanding. Even though you think you've stretched it around the frame and it's done, no, that material is actually still moving. So when we paint over this, our chemical is expanding with the screen. And I painted dozens and dozens of fixed frame screens. So I know my stuff at the end of the day. Check out the video below showing the block of ice demonstration. It has a challenge sitting on top of it. No one's matched it yet. And it shows me basically how to do a screen for an event in Canada. And they wanted to know if the screen was going to be out there, if there's going to be any issues of it cracking and peeling. And what better way to show that than to freeze the screen into a solid block of ice and pull it apart on camera. And you can literally hear the ice snapping and pulling off the material. I even had to put it into a pot and heat it up. I stuck it in a conventional oven to try to break the ice down because I was figuring, man, this thing is so packed in here that I'm probably going to make 2 videos on this because I couldn't get the ice off the screen. I mean, I literally had a time getting it off the screen. And then it was done. As you see in the thumbnail, if you watch it, if not in this thumbnail, you'll see in the demonstration, I was able to spread the screen out while it was soaking wet and still do a demonstration off, and it came out looking absolutely amazing. This is the reason why we could leave 150s, 180s, 120s, 250-inch screens outside. You think I was taking down a 250-inch screen every single day to put inside the basement? Heck no. I left that thing out there. I left it in rainstorms, snowstorms, and heat waves, and ice storms. No cracking, no peeling. So, bother me again with that nonsense, and I'll see you in court. Come on, Tuck, I'll get out of here. I want to go get a pizza or something. I'll probably go down to whatchamacallit. Oh, no, I got to pick up some friends. We're going to go get something to eat. Got a new steakhouse. I'm going to check out this steakhouse today. No, I don't. I nip it in the butt quick. I know I ain't supposed to be doing videos today, but I nip it in the butt quick. This guy must have sent me like 13, 14 pictures of a cracked screen. Talking about, oh, this is how your product turned out, so and so and so. Don't do that. You'll get yourself in trouble. I have you in court. I'll make you ball that screen up in court. Don't do that. Don't commit fraud against my company. I don't like it. I really don't. Nobody else likes it either. Nobody likes it either. You got to back your stuff up, people. And this is why, for people who don't test your stuff out, this is why anyone can accuse you of anything that they want to, because you can't back it up. $4K snow screensavers. Ouch. Stuff and everything else. Like when Jamie got up there and said, oh, his product does the same thing as fabric. Oh, you're going to court for that one, buddy. You know that, right? Anything you said against my product, anything, my lawyer said, anything you said, any accusations you made, you're going to court for it. You said my product matches fabric. Said fabric does the same thing as my screen. I've done tons of demonstrations on fabric, even before after he made that statement. We had to. We had fabric. What happens if I'm in a demonstration and somebody comes in with a black dress and walks across my screen, it blends in? You know how embarrassing that crap would be at the end of the day? Or somebody walks in with a hoodie across one of the screens. Or somebody takes a tablecloth and throws it over my screen. That'd be really embarrassing. So you have to make sure your product doesn't match. This is a scarf. I don't even know why I even bought it. I never even wore it at all. I'm not a scarf man. Even if I walk across the street, because I like to wear all black. My favorite color is wearing all black. Unfortunately, I don't get to wear it much because I have a cat, but still, I like to wear all black. So what if I walk across the screen and I blend into the screen? You know how hard that's going to sit there and explain to people looking at my technology like, well, I think I've gotten myself into a pickle. Got to test all your stuff, everything. There's so many tests that you have to do in your product. One of them, yes, you have to do a crack and peel demonstration. That's extremely important. GLC 4K demonstration. So the best way to prove a crack and peel is on cardboard. Cardboard's going to be much richer than your motorized projection screen and your fixed screen. Now, at one point, we gave away a free blackout cloth surface. That's why you see the demonstration where you see the blackout cloth surface draped over 129-inch screen. You see it split right up the middle and parted, so you can see that the only part that pulls to that screen is the part that's not covered. Because if I give you a free black surface, who's to say that the customer may say that, I don't need this product, I have a black surface, it'll do the same thing as his product. That's why I said you have to be to cover yourself in court. You have to be to cover yourself anywhere. You got to think of all the negative things that could possibly happen to your product, and you have to back it. That's how you do it. You don't just let it slide and go, oh, the odds of that happening will be 1,000,000 to 1, because those odds can pop up extremely fast and by a lot. So you have to think of the most brutal customer you could possibly have. You can run your test like that. I would be a brutal customer at the end of the day, because I would ask all the questions that would drive a person crazy. At the end of the day, that if you didn't have your test done right, I'm going to know. Why do you think I was over there having a conversation with Smarter Screens? I was asking them all these questions, something we've already done already. When I go to these convention booths, they don't want me in there. Oh, heck no, they want me in there, because I know stuff at the end of the day that a person sitting with a VIP that's sitting gazing, it's like, oh, that looks interesting. We know everything. We go in there and we watch that stuff like, nope. Why is your 150 in a booth and the rest of these are not in booth? And what this is about the firmware? So in order for me to watch this, I have to update firmware in order to watch it. Yeah, all that stuff. Lean into the side of the screen to see if the angle gain's picking up. I got kicked out of a booth for that one. Do I need a special projector for ultra short throw? Now, how much more is that going to cost me at the end of the day? How much money is the projector using in the demonstration? Is that actually 4K, or is that using pixel shifting technology? Right, it's not actually actual 4K. You see what happened when I got into the forum site with Valva and the other one called JM Go. All right, came in there talking about how their projectors do 4K, and I was like, oh no, the freak, you don't do 4K. What the freak are you talking about? And I actually got them to admit that the projector was a 1080p based projector. Did you see that anywhere in any of the promo demonstrations? Did he say it was a 1080p base? No, they did not. There you go. That's why they don't like me in those sections, because again, I know stuff at the end of the day, and I'll ask the questions. Other people who do know this stuff won't ask those questions because you're yes men. That's what you are. You're interested in getting a piece of the pie to make a little money off their company, so you're willing to say anything works. I, on the other hand, make better technology than you guys do, and I don't care about the money that you have at the end of the day, and I'm not a yes man. You can sit there and tell me that you could build my company with this, that, and the other. I don't care. I'm not signing my name to that crap at the end of the day. I don't want it. If it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, we don't want it. Actually, I've had a conversation with JM Go. Let's see if I can find an old email from them where they wanted us to develop a screen for their technology, for their showroom. And I denied them because I wanted one of the projectors for testing myself to see whether or not it was worth my time. And to Mr. Fernando real quick. You see how dark that surface comes up at the end of the day? Black paint does the same thing. So we know in the demonstrations you're using black paint to say it's our product. We already know this already. We'll call it aware of it. Man. As you can see in my demonstrations of my fabric, no tons of red light around the screen. That was done to distort color. That's why they put a ton of red lights around the screen, because it distorts color. That's what it does. So the same kind of tricks and trickery he's been doing for years. I mean, for years. Tricking his customers to make them think his products work. We don't do that. Because any one of my customers could challenge me in court. Anyone could challenge me in court. I have to back my stuff up if I go to court. And if I take them to court, I have to back up exactly the claim that I have against them. So, if you got a chance to see a flash image of something new we're working on, I want a professional paint on product. Spray on only. That's what I'm designing. So what about the other technology? The technology is already done. We just have a time set date for all our other technology. The TV technology, all the technology for ad tech, that's all done. That's all finished. I just have to pick out what time I want to launch this technology. I haven't decided when. But for right now, I got other things I want to design. And I'm looking at this new technology that we have right now. It's ultra black. It's a spray-on application only. You can't roll this on. And that's what I'm designing. It's more of a professional. And usually, well, this product is designed for our offline customers. We'll have some of it for online, but majority of this will be for our offline customers, because I plan to do a lot of demonstrations in showrooms, and I'm going to do spray-on demonstrations, and we're going to be using that coating and that technology. On top of that, every 50 ounces is $600. Now, for those of you who are already crying about the $600 mark, it'll beat anything you have. Anything you have. Anything you have. You can't even beat this stuff. Come on. You have to fake your demonstrations on hobby paint. Gee whiz Louise. Really? Hobby paint? A $4.97 paint? It's not even a screen paint. It's a hobby paint. If you got to cheat on one of those tests, then that's even worse. I don't know if it's worse. I gotta think about stealing images from Google and trying to claim them as your own, or basically cheating on hobby paint. Wow. Yeah. Good luck with all that. Let me get my crumble surface. Here's your hobby paint that you cheated on. Couldn't even do the test right. Basic, simple demonstration. And couldn't do it right. You had to cheat. Well, that tells me right there your product is hobby paint. So from now on, that's your product. I'm going to call it your product because that's what it is. Until you do the demonstration correctly, because cheated. That is your product. I bet you if I make an order right now to buy your product and bring it over here for testing against this paint, I guarantee you'll cancel the order. The product don't work. He cheated on hobby paint. Now, what was that statement you made back when you said my product, fabric does the same thing as my product? Well, buddy, guess what? You don't basically prove that correctly in court, I'm going to sue you for 250 grand, maybe $500,000. I haven't decided yet. But you're already sued for it. Because if you had said, well, just said that, but you put my name in the video, that's what's going to got you hurt. You put my name in the video, and you try to make statements as if our product, customers don't buy our stuff, that fabric does the same thing as our product. So you made that statement. So I'm going to have you take this black surface, I'm going to have a screen in there, and I'm going to have you put that black fabric across my screen. And then you can continue your argument. This is why I said no attorney is going to accept, it's going to be able to represent you, because we're going to have you do the demonstrations that you claim that my product does. And you did make a statement that fabric matches my screen, right? All right then, that you're going to do that demonstration in court. Got to back up what you say. Wow, look at the wrinkles. Look at the pair. How many times we crumbled this up? Look at this. Look at this surface right here. Hold on real quick. Look how crumbled up that is compared to this one. How many times we folded that? So let me show you something, Mr. I'm not going to call your name. I don't want your name in the video. Not only can I come out here and crumble up a piece of cardboard that we painted with our technology and showed it doesn't crack or peel, but I can also show the difference between why our technology is more superior to a gray or white screen, and that it doesn't even match fabric, all at the same time. Did I have to add those in there? No, I was bored. I had to figure out just throw it in there for fun, might as well. So I did. That's what I do in my demonstrations. We don't do no flash across the camera real quick. We don't do any of that. We back everything up. That's what I do. See how wrinkly that is? Wow. Can we fold it a different way? For a minute. I'm going to pause this for a minute. I'm going to see if we can fold it. Fold it this way. I wish I had to do origami. I'm going to fold it across this way. Let's fold it this way, like a I don't know, like a cigarette or something. We'll fold it this way. We'll bend it this way. Yep. And we got, like I said, I've gotten people who, I don't know what you're putting on the screen to make it look like it's cracked up. But as I said before, you know, we'll just have you go into court, and you can fold that screen up right in the courtroom in front of all of us. There we go. We got a new way. Look how we bent it this way. Now, this time we put it this way. It's got a little torch right there. Got it bent real good. Look at that. And then we'll bend it again. Look at that. Look at that nice fold right there. Back limit. Yeah. You make that statement about my product cracking and peeling on camera, it's going to cost you $1 million. And I'll have you crumble the screen up for us. Come on. I got to do motorized projection screens. The majority of these places, these offices that we walk into, we don't find a lot of fixed frames. There's a lot of motorized projection screens that they'll have in there. So we have to be able to paint this to the screen so they can roll it up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down without the screen cracking or peeling. So in order to do this, we have to make sure this stuff is tested. So that ingredients, that technology that you see in the demonstration where we froze that screen to a block of ice, that technology is embedded in all our screens. That's why I can do that to a piece of cardboard. I can fold it up that bad. And that right there is going to be more rigid than a piece of PVC that's rolling up to your screen, because this is not going to roll into your screen. It's too stiff and too rigid, and it's not going to stretch across the fixed frame screen. It's too rigid. So if we can't get this right here, the crack or peel, then your surface didn't crack or peel when you coated it. Now, riddle me this. What are the odds of you winning that one in court? There you go. Gee whiz, I just thought about something. I got to do that demonstration on site. Yeah, you know what? The stuff I do here, I definitely going to be doing on site. Man, this is going to be fun. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm planning to do some fun crowds of people. You know that, right? These demonstrations I'm doing right here, these are kind of like rehearsals. This is like a rehearsal for me. So when I go out there, I'm going to do these demonstrations in front of crowds of people. You're going to see me paint the screen in, hit it with the sprayer, hit it with the roller, show the difference between the splatter screen, where our technology is far more advanced, put our products against fabric, put our products against paint, all that crazy stuff. There's stuff that these guys at the end of the day won't do because they're afraid and they have to cheat while they do it. And on top of that, most importantly, crumbling up the sheet of cardboard. Let's see. So let's see if we tear it. Will it peel? No. Gentlemen, you'll get crushed in court. You get crushed anywhere we're at the end of the day. Yeah, right. Crack or peel. That's a good one. Something's wrong with your surface at the end of the day. I don't know what it is, but no, that wouldn't be us. So if you make a statement about cracking or peeling, we'd have you do a ship back. Product will come here, it'll be coated to a piece of cardboard. You see how I abused that piece of cardboard over there? That's what's going to happen when your paint hits here. We're going to abuse the crap out of it. And we're going to send you the videos back to you and say, hey, look, this is what we found when we did the test on your product. Mind you, your product has a batch number attached to it. Your product shows it was fully tested before we shipped it out of here. Your product shows, we can go back to test demonstrations on the product, showing the product being tested before everything is sold to the customer. So let's look at this right here. You're in court. We have evidence of the product being tested before it was sold. We have evidence of the product being tested before it was shipped out. And we can have you crumble up that surface right there, even on a piece of paper in the courtroom multiple times over and over again, and sure it doesn't crack or peel. We'll have you do it. Now that way, you're the accuser. You said we did all this. We'll have you do it. Now, tell me what's the odds of you winning? There you go. That's what I told you. When I take people to court, we make it possible. There is no way on God's earth you're winning one of those lawsuits, and virtually impossible. As you seen with the guy who filed the case against, his case got reversed. We went there and showed them a batch number. They went there and they pulled the case. The case was already won in his favor. And the minute we dropped that batch number, they were like, "Ooh, shoot, yeah, we could back this up. We could take you guys to court over this if you basically went in his favor, because we could show the product was functioning perfectly, and we could show customers that the same product from the same container working perfectly also too, with no problem whatsoever." Try to figure out how to get around that one. And when PayPal saw it, they reversed it automatically from the door. So the money was taken off his account, put on hold. Now, try getting around the batch number, buddy. That's why I tell people from the end of the day, when you sit there and think I'm joking, batch number all your stuff. If you're selling telephones, if you're selling sneakers, whatever you're selling on eBay, whatever, record everything that you're doing. Are all customers going to be this way? No. You're going to meet some amazing people at the end of the day. Some really nice, pleasant, amazing people. But you got to remember, you're going to meet the others. I see people who will start a business and they think everything is going to be peaches and cream. No, you're going to meet the others. That's what you're going to meet. You're going to meet those people at the end of the day. Everybody gets those people. You work customer service, you know what I'm talking about. You get those people. You get the difference between somebody when you come in on a Monday and it could be the worst day of your life, and that customer comes in and makes your life feel fantastic. And then you got that one person that makes you want to jump over the counter, beat the living crap out of that person, and lose your job. That's what I'm talking about. You get those people. You get them. Everybody gets them. Everybody gets them in business. Everybody. So for people to sit there and say, "Oh, you're the only one that gets them," no, everybody has to deal with those people. You just have to make sure you can back your product up so you can deal with those people. And those people who are upset by me making this statement to you, well, I wouldn't have to make this statement if you weren't those people. Now, like I said, I've had customers come back and said, "Hey, look, the black technology, I'm not ready to adjust to this yet. Do you have anything a little lighter?" Yes, we do. We have gunmetal technology. I'll send it out to you. It's not a problem. I pay for free shipment all day long, so it's not a problem. I'll send it out to you. Here you go. Not a problem at all. But if you come in and you try to say that this is how your product reacted, you lost your marbles. You know that stuff was tested. You know what that little number stands for on the side of the container shows your product was tested before we shipped it out. So have you lost your marbles? You're not going to win that. Instead of you contacting me and being honest with me about it, because I'm not going to sit there and say, "Well, hey, you spent $400 for this stuff." You're stuck with it, because I can do that. I can literally say that you paid for this stuff. We have all this information down on the page. Look at my specification sheet. See how huge it is. Over 8,000. Over 8,000 characters in there. And that my specification is so big. My specifications are so huge that we literally had to design showrooms to put the rest of the products on to show you more information on the technology. We have our own showrooms on our website. Out of 100 gigs, I think I have 50 left on my site. I've eaten through all that. So we have to literally build another site to house the other technology that we're bringing in. We'll probably kill that one off too. But anyway, as I said before, we make sure all the products are backed up. Everything's good to go for our customers. Our customers have everything they need. That's why we have tons and tons and tons and tons of demonstrations and specification sheets for you to read through all that. There's a whole section in there about what you can paint it to. There's another section too, how to apply the screen. There's all kinds of stuff that's in there that you need. What kind of rulers that you use, basically the screen's angle gain capability, the distance throw, the lumen count on the projector, it's an ultra short compatible. We got tests under everything that we talk about in all our specifications. You go to some people's specifications, go 3 paragraphs, 2 paragraphs, and none of them make any sense whatsoever. Oh, I forgot. I got to drop my links in there too. I literally forgot to drop my links into the shopping carts. We got to put those in there too. But anyway, as I said before, yeah, you should have all that information in there. Let's grab this one right here. So that's why it's needed. All that stuff is needed. Now, would their paint do the same thing? It should. It should be non-cracking and peeling resistant. But let me explain something to you about the gray paint. And again, people have to understand who made this stuff, you don't understand. You can hit this on a projector all day long. What I see on your screen is washed out and faded. Your image is not picking up. No matter what. I don't care what paint you have at the end of the day. If it's gray, it does not read. If it's white, it doesn't read. You can sit there and do demonstrations against this paint, that paint, doesn't make a difference. You have a gray screen. You do not have an Infinity 1 contrast level. You do not read color, and you do not see contrast. You want to challenge my company on that theory? You can take me to court on that. I have no problem. Take me to court and say that, hey, I lied on camera, and I said that you do not need, your theory is you don't need an infinity contrast level to be able to read the color at all. Or contrast is not needed. Take me to court on it. I bet you I win. Skyworth food demonstration. Matter of fact, to show you how bold I am, I'll give you 2 months. Anyone, 2 months. Take me to court and tell me at the end of the day that I'm a liar about the Infinity 1 contrast level when it's not needed. So when I go to YouTube, I see all these people sitting in these dark environments. Colors are washed out. And then they want to hit you with a 4K projector and go, oh, look, you're seeing color. You're not seeing color. The screen's washed out. Man. Your products don't work at all. I'm gonna go back to that because I don't block the camera when we do videos. So let me go back there a minute. There we go. Pause it there. Put it right there. So, not only can I come on camera, and again, I can talk whatever I want to talk on camera because I can back it up. I can come on here and show you a gray screen that doesn't match our technology, a white screen that doesn't match our technology, a black surface that doesn't match our technology, and crumble a screen up at the same time and pass it just like BOOM! That's why the naysayers can't stand me. That's why anybody can't stand me at the end of the day because I can back it up. Customers love it. People who make the products hate it. Now, that new technology I'm working on, oh, there's a reason for it. There's a reason for every technology we develop. I told you how, excuse me, I don't like it how certified screens, gunmetal screens, are saying at the end of the day that they have an infinity contrast. Well, they don't have infinity contrast, I'm not saying that. I'm pretty sure. But they're saying they read black levels. Well, there's your nightmare. We designed it for you. Gray screen paints and all that, we already know you don't have it. You can't even match our screen paints at the end of the day. This is a professional technology we're engineering strictly for certain reasons why. Yeah, I do want to have a more spray on high performance coating. I do want that myself. But other than that, the challenge is certified screens because you're making statements that you're not supposed to be making. Your screen does not read black at all, period. And you're making this claim. So I'm going to put you against that nightmare. An Infinity 7. Good luck. You're definitely going to need it. That thing's going to be an absolute nightmare. So it's only designed for the certifies. Because again, I'm going to challenge you in court. You do not have the right to call your product, and you don't have the right to say you have a black level, period. Any screen paint right now, if you're not black, you do not have the right to say that you pull a black level. You pull a shade of gray. That's what you pull. The darker your screen, the darker the shade of gray. Because when you hit a black screen, you're not pulling shade anymore, you're pulling actual black. So that means you don't pull black, you pull a shade of gray. That's what you read. So that nightmare that we're designing, that little photo you popped up and we saw the little, yeah, that right there is redesigned for basically that particular purpose. And on top of that, to have some fun. I do love doing spray on applications, I really do, they're fun. And again, if we do decide to sell it to the customers, which we probably will, it does require for you to spray it on. It's a very easy application to apply. We'll do a bunch of demonstrations spraying it in and all that cool stuff. I'm going to knock out a motorized projection screen in one hit and be done with it. Let's go get some food over here. Boy, it's a nice surface. I crumbled the daylights out of it. Oh, we were supposed to have some crystal blue in our screens. It was some crystal blue whatever. Where's that at when I crumbled up my screen multiple times? Not in there, is it? Nope, at all, period. There's no mica, nothing in it. You jokers that try to make my product, you kept putting mic in there. Why you putting mic in there? Why? Why do you do that? You know, that stuff doesn't work, right? It gives it the illusion that it works, like putting Christmas glitter in the screen. You think it works, it doesn't work. It really doesn't. It just makes the screen look like a Christmas tree. That's what it does. So if you ball your screen up that many times and nothing's popping up, well, yeah. Good luck in trying to figure out how we make it. That's what they're going to be doing when I'm sitting behind the camera acting stupid. I do what I do. I do demonstrations, I'm doing dances, having fun, joking with people. Because really, the technology works for itself. My screen flakes and cracks and peels. Are you crazy? What do you think the block of ice was? Sat there and froze that screen into a block of ice. I had to beat the crap out of that thing to get it open up. I got screens right now and bit it in the snow outside for fun. Yeah, I saw that picture and I seen the screen cracking. And I'm like, what in the world? And I said, okay. You know, that's why I sat there. Lord would tell me things. Like, go get yourself a piece of cardboard. Crumble it up on camera. You have to understand. I'm going to explain something to you. My technology comes from God, whether you like it or not. And when you disrespect my product, you disrespect my Lord. That's what you do. This is a blessing from Him. He's not going to allow somebody to come in and disrespect His blessing that He gives to me. So we can back this up. When I tell you 100% on every level, I'm not joking when I say that. There is nothing you could try, nothing you could do to try to tear down my blessings. It's not going to happen. When God gives you a blessing, the devil will come after it to take it from you, to destroy it, to taint it. And guess what? Not going to happen. What's going to happen is for touching this blessing and for trying to make my blessing look like something that it's not, it's going to cost you a lot of money. It's going to cost you penalties. It's going to cost you problems. I told you the devil is the king of wasting time. It's going to waste your time. It's going to take money from you. It's going to maybe take a little freedom from you too, because I can get you for fraud against my business. So there's nothing you could do to taint and destroy my product. Not only did I come on here and show me crumbling up the daylights out of this piece of cardboard, which is something much more rigid than a piece of PVC that rolls up into a motorized projection screen or stretches over a fixed frame. No cracking, no peeling, multiple times. Didn't go light on this screen, didn't baby it. I beat the crap out of that surface. But I came on here and show you a demonstration where I took the screen, put it up there so you don't think it's some kind of special paint or something made some kind of coating that he has on it. Maybe that's not his screen. No, our screens don't match any form of black surface. So that's what I did. I took my shirt off, I threw it against the screen. Even when I went back and I got a smaller piece, I did it again on camera to prove that I didn't do a swap out on you or try to switch anything on camera. None of that at all whatsoever. Came out, did a demonstration again, showed the white levels, showed the contrast level, showed you the difference between why your screens, all of them have black levels, and you should never come up gray, Danny. Again. But anyway, came out here and did the demonstration. I did more than what I was supposed to do. I always do more than what I'm supposed to do, because that's how it's supposed to be. If they're going to stick to the script and basically baby the entire thing because they're afraid to go do more because maybe they might mess up or they might go too far, because they don't have confidence in their product, then you don't buy from them. Us, on the other hand, we can come out there and do this, that, and the other, because again, our products are tested. So when you come out here, when people come out here and try to make my product like something that it's not, let me explain something to you. You're messing with God's blessing. And if you're messing with God's blessing, you're messing with God. Let's see how that works out for you. That's why a guy calls himself the minister. Hey, he's in trouble. He literally filed charges on him for impersonating a priest. Can't do that. You can go to jail for that. You got about what? Somewhere between, I say about 100 to 200 emails from him claiming to be a minister. Can't be contacted. If that's like somebody contacts somebody saying, my name is Officer so-and-so, and so I work for the, I'm a chief of a fire department, and so-and-so. You can't do that. That's a very serious charge. So you can sit there in court and say, I never said that. We got a bunch of emails from you, buddy, claiming you'd be a minister. You're not a minister at all. Far from it. How are you going to claim yourself to be God's person? Then use curse words and all your emails is carrying on an act that you're a minister? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But anyway, let's get to this real quick. As I said before, no cracking, no peeling, none of that. Came out here, did a demonstration showing the gray and white versus our technology. Our technology looks absolutely amazing. Even put a piece of black fabric across it just for fun. That's just for kicks and giggles. Now mind you, we do the black demonstrations, black versus black. We do it for kicks and giggles. We do it for fun. And you got people that are so terrified to do a piece of fabric that matches their screen. Any of that. They're so terrified of that. Even doing paint. Some people even commit fraud right on camera and basically try to falsify the demonstration. And I painted into a screen with paint. Had our paint up there and painted into a screen with black paint. And you're terrified of a $4.97 product? I've done high-grade black surfaces against my technology, and still our technology passed. If you're afraid of that, good God. Wait till you read the other stuff. What's the other thing we saw? Network, no, something with the network gray. It was software gray. Software gray is a beast. That's another beast of a screen, not screen paint, but a house paint. Got to worry about those jokers at the end of the day. Sherwin-Williams got a whole setup of paints. Benjamin Moore has a whole setup of paints. Home Depot's got a whole setup of paints. Lowe's got a whole setup of paints. And if you're worrying about a $4, you got to cheat on a $4.97 hobby paint. Oh, gee whiz. Yeah. Whew. I can go well. All right, we did the crumble up. I'm done with that. And this surface right here. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to bundle up this surface right here and just ball it up and stick it in the snow. Bury it in the snow. Now I'm having some fun with this whole crack and peel thing. Y'all done started something. I told you, stop doing dumb stuff. I remember one time, somebody came into one of my sites one time. I was doing the color thing, you know, the reds, blues, the greens. And they said, how about gray? Can your screen produce a better gray than a gray screen? Oh, thank you so much. I get some of my best ideas from my trolls. I really do. And yeah, we can actually beat a gray surface. Oh, my scarf. You know, it's going to be nice. I just want to love about these demonstrations. I'm getting a chance to do in front of all these people. Coming in with a scarf around my neck and just throwing it over top the screen and just walking away. That's the kind of stuff you got to do to sell your product. Crazy stuff like that. Gray screen. Oh shit! Did I sing that in? I did sing it in. Let's see if the black technology can pull a better gray than actual gray. Yeah, we actually read gray better than gray. You know why? Because it's black in our technology. That's why. Interesting, isn't it? We read gray better than gray. That's the same color. You can see it right there. See? Same color right there. Yeah, we read better than gray. So your gray screens, actually being gray, can't even read gray. You can't read black. You can't read color. You read a white level. You do. But guess what else reads a white level better than you? A white screen. You can't even read gray in your gray. This is why our demonstrations go into overtime. We start with one thing, and then we do so much. Why not? I'm not going to do a bunch. I'm just going to do this because I got to leave out. I'm going to go get some food with a friend. We'll chill out with them. That's what I'm going to do today. I get carried away. That's the problem with me. Ugh. When I do my demonstrations, I get carried away. And oh, by the way, why was your camera so close to the freaking screen when you painted it in? How come you didn't blow it up and show everybody the whole background? Because I was dying to see the background. Yeah. See, I tell you, when you see pictures, like images way too close, like this, stuff like that, this is when you need to worry. When you see images flashing like that in front of cameras, this is when you need to worry because they're hiding something. You would have never saw the black paint smeared around the top of that container when he did this. Away from the camera. I saw it. I saw it because I saw it right there in the bottom. I saw it in the bottom of the container. I saw a little black spool of black paint. We use this stuff all the time. So I was like, wait a minute, there's black paint in there. And then when you painted it down, I said, that's way too dark. This is the color of it. Your paint was coming up too dark. That's the color of it, actually. So when I saw that, I said, oh, there's black paint in it. So when he moved it over a little bit and brought it back real fast, I was like, I saw something there. And I zoom in and I slow it down, and there it is. Black paint all around the top. Isn't that embarrassing? Yep, that's actually gray paint too. So our technology pulls better gray than gray. As far as I'm concerned, that's your Cinemax right there. Because again, if you had to fake the demonstration for the Cinemax, yeah, that's your product. Now, the reason why I think the seal's open on it, because the seal should have never been open. You should have opened the container with the seal not broken. Because again, he tampered with that, as you can see. So I think what he did was he tested the paint off camera, off camera. That's what he did. That's why the seal's broken. To see exactly if this stuff was going to match his product. You know why he does that? I'll tell you why. He did the Network Grade 773. He never opened the can. He bought a fresh can, popped it open, bared the receipt, and matched the paint. I told you, after going through that situation, he's going to find any way to show containers that are not freshly open. Because again, he needs an advantage point. He needs to tamper with the product. So that way he can show something that his product does work. But the sad thing about that is he's trying to prove a product to work that already failed on a previous demonstration a little farther back. I don't know where you're going with that one at all, period. But you can tell he did test it already because the container's open and he already realized that the product was going to match. And that's why the black paint was around the top of the container. Everybody saw that in the forum site. Literally everybody said that. What, he tested, pre-tested stuff already? Why is the seal broken? Yeah, there you go. If you're doing an unboxing on a product, it's not already open. It's sealed. There's no point in that. But you went inside of it and you changed it, which you shouldn't have did. So I'm going to send you up a box. And these will be sealed. So you can't touch them. You can't mess with this. Can't mess with that. They'll all be sealed. Everything will be recorded showing. That's dark gray, by the way. Everything will be recorded showing that they were never open. So we'll do it again. If he doesn't do it again, and again, no, he just stacks more evidence against himself, that's all. All right, this is dark gray. So, well lost. Yeah, he tested it already. That's why I told you about the Network Grade 773. We tested that against 3 different paints. Personal, Metallica, and Cinemax. He only did Cinemax. So I guarantee you, after he opened up the container, off camera, he tested the rest of his paints and found out it matched. That's why you haven't seen him doing any demonstrations on that. Imagine if one of them didn't match. He'd be on YouTube talking about it. Oh my God, he didn't match. He was a liar. He would have came up, but he didn't say anything about it. So we knew he matched. And because of that, opening up the container with a fresh seal, not knowing what can happen because he never tests his stuff, that's why the seal was broken. They did try to find one that showed before he did the demonstration, but no, seals were broken. So I'm going to help you out with that. Since you got a problem with broken seals, I'm going to send you up some paints that have seals all attached to them, never been opened, and you can do that demonstration for everybody to see. Let me see, what we got? 10 hours of pure gray? Yeah. Now if you see, that's the color right there. So you can see that that's the color that the YouTube is pronouncing there right there, so you can't read it. Red screen. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Blue screen. Blue screen. We got white screen. We got white screen. Is that white? That's pure white. That's why we do the black on black demonstrations. We don't want this. No, that's bad. Our tone has to be like that. We don't want our white levels to look like that. We don't want this. We can still maintain our white levels. If we couldn't read color. It'd be virtually impossible. Color would come up looking like that if we couldn't read a white level. That's why we do the black on black demonstrations, to show that our product reads and understands white light next to a black surface. So when we look for tones in white, we don't want this. We don't want this. We want that. Why? Because of this. See, people make the gray paints and the white screens, you got it mixed up. You thought that the brighter the paint, the brighter the color. No, it's the other way around. That's why the gunmetal screens cost more money, and their gray screens and white screens are cheaper, because the darker products pick up color better. So the darker screen, the better the color. But if you have a screen that can't see, read, and understand a white level, then you're going to suffer that. It's complicated, doesn't it? And you're going to have to do that on giant screens, small screens, inside, outside, different caliber projectors, different lumen counts, distance throw, again, certified screens, other products that match your products. Bam, 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 bam. Got to do all those tests. That's why I said that you at least have about 20, 30 tests on your products already. At least. The fact that we can't find anything shows your stuff is not tested. And that's the reason why when we come to get your stuff to put it under testing like this, you crack. Let's get that green screen. Oh, I'm going to kill it. I can't wait to be on site with a crowd of people. I got expos being set up for me. Shows, yeah, to advertise his technology, yes. And also tell him bringing on board a couple of investors, small, solid investors. People that are having different shows and stuff to show off the technology. Yes, sirree. All the stuff I'm doing here, I'm doing them at the shows. I'm going to have a ball in there. Oh, sorry, I have a ball back here. Let's go with purple screen. We came out here to do a demonstration. We crushed the wrinkle part. It's done. We balled the cardboard up in all different directions and just crumbled it up and basically just displayed it to you No cracking, no peeling. So, since we got time, oh shoot, we went past an hour already? Really? Dang, man, I was having so much fun. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's why the videos are so long. Because we have fun. All that. We're done. That's it. That's short nonsense. Get past the video as fast as possible. Because you're afraid you're going to make a mistake. Because your product might not work. That kind of nonsense. I can spend all day doing this. As a matter of fact, I did it already. I actually did a demonstration one all day. There's just so much stuff you need to see. Oh, bummer. All right, we're already past an hour already. Gee, that was fast, I swear. Where did it go? There, you just killed an hour off that fast. That fast kills an hour off. Man. God. I don't even know how to shorten the video. Like, how to freaking do that at the end of the day? I mean, time is going to cost you money. Well, we get 2 hours for like $100, so that's not bad. I'm going to knock out an hour. See how much I can get in an hour, but I have to show a lot in the demonstrations. A lot in the demonstrations. Let's go with Snow Christmas Cottage Screensaver 4K. Bam, 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 bam. Now wait. No, wait. Yeah, you did the demonstration and you claimed that our product came up dark, right? Like this, right? It came up dark. That's what you said, right? Ooh, you better be to back that up. That's going to be a business. It's going to cost you one. Definitely going to cost you one. So, again, you never had my product. Because if you did have my product, it definitely would have done that. And you're going to do that demonstration for us. As a matter of fact, that's what my attorney was advising, that instead of us representing it, you're going to do it. Since you made the claim, the real product will be in there, in the courtroom, and you're going to show us how our product became dark. See, the reason why we're doing this way, because this is going to be very, 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 very uncomfortable for you. That's why. So you're going to show the judge how our technology, and I want my receipts. They're going to request our receipts, all that, documents, everything showing that these transactions were made. Because if you can't prove these transactions, it's going to show you clearly committed fraud against the company, and you know it's coming. So how is it possible here that we got, hold on for a minute, I'll go back to that real quick. How is it possible here in this demonstration? We have this black technology, right? And we have a gray screen sitting next to it. We got a white screen spirit on the side. Neither one of them is turning my screen dark and unwatchable. But the one surface that does come up that looks like it's unwatchable would be the black surface that doesn't have the ability to read white light, much like black paint. So that means in the demonstrations that you guys did against my product, committing fraud against my company, you went out and got black paint, put our labels on it, and claimed that to be our products. That's what we're accusing you of. You can't back that up, gentlemen. Like I said, it's going to come with a very heavy price. This is fraud against my corporation. No, sorry, I'm not corporate yet. Against my business. So if you can't prove this, there's a different courtroom for this. This is involving my company now. You're talking about serious, serious fines, penalties, and serious jail time. This is separate from the criminal charges. This is not me representing. This is my company now. So it's going to be a little bit different in there. So if you can't back that up, you're going to have some very bad problems coming to you. Very bad problems. Like I said, at the end of the day, don't worry about losing your house. That's the least of your problems right now. That's the least of your problem. Worry about jail time. That's the problem you're going to have to think about. So, you can take black paint, stick it against my screen, fabric, whatever you want, and we can show that we can mimic your exact same video, showing at the end of the day that you had a black product that wasn't ours, and try to portray it as if it was. The 30-year prison sentence, gentlemen. You're not going to get 20, you're going to get 30 years for this. Make it more than that. And wait, you're going to do that demonstration for me. I'm going to cry in front of a judge. Judges don't want to hear that crap at the end of the day. You want a judge to scream at you? You don't want that crap. Get it done. I'm also hyped up about court. Man, we're gonna kill it in there. Oh shit. It's not YouTube, gentlemen. It's court. Penalties behind all of this, including your freedom, which is worth more than money. Gonna have to back that up, because I can't wait. I am so excited about this, boy. It's gonna take, I don't even know how. When we get ready to go to court, my lawyer called me, yo, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. We got a date, so forth. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Boy, just seeing y'all in the stand squirming, and just, you got to answer all the questions. Answer the questions. You got to answer the questions. And my lawyers are brutal, man. They don't like y'all already. And you know what? My lawyers have myself too. Yeah. And when I'm done there with all that, finish that, I'm going to see if I can get me a contract, because I know all the screens in the courthouse are white. So we want to code our technology in there too. Get away from there. That's what I want to do. So you know how interesting it is? The very courtroom that I'm going to crush you guys in is all going to be incorporated with our black technology, because I see those screens. They're absolutely horrible. That thing's going to pull up for jack. Yeah. Where are we going to go here? We got there. We have more white levels on there. Oh, let's do this one. LG snowboarding demonstration. Hooah! Feel like he doesn't. I don't care about people that they want me to come on channel talk about. Well, this is the projection screen right here, and here we have the Sony VPO FLE-R-M projector, and we're using the screen and blah 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 blah. No, we're not doing that. It's boring. It's absolutely so freaking boring. You're watching the technology work right in front of you. Doesn't match black surface. Doesn't match gray surface. Doesn't match white surface. Pulls up amazing color, pulls up amazing contrast levels, pulls up the color levels, doing a full environment, and you have a projector at 4,000 lumens at 1920 by 1200. It can't even get the black surface to even see a white level next to our technology. Gotta have fun. Why be so serious? Why so serious? They gotta explain to you all this technical nonsense, you know? Well, like what your mom said, that, what did he say in this demonstration? He said, there's no instruction that comes with painting the screen. What did you just see me do the last couple days? Did I just say we had this up and down robot formation, light roll, heavy roll, soft roll, mid roll, cross roll, octagon roll? I didn't say anything like that. What did you see me do? Take the paint, didn't even shake it up. Take it, paint it in, different directions, all over the place. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. Spray the screen. We're done. That's it. You know why there's no instructions, Rogers? Because it's not required. It's easy. I'm not sitting there talking about light roll, heavy roll, mid roll. Just cover the paint all over the entire screen just to get it wet. Really? You need instructions. I don't need instructions. My spokesperson is 7 years old. It's going to have a nice little jumpsuit that's going to have our logo all over it. He's going to be our top painter. It's so easy, a kid can do it. I wouldn't trust him with the paint sprayer because he's a bit of a jokester. But anyway, with the the roller, he can paint it in. Now, if he can paint that screen in, why can't you paint it in? That's how easy it is. You just saw me roll over it. Then I do multi-code application. Done. That's it. Painted over a bunch of stuff. Not hard to do. That's why there's no instructions. If you can paint your wall, you can paint the screen. It's that easy. Customers don't want complicated instructions. That's why there's so many jokes about IKEA and putting their stuff together. Because it's complicated. You know, that complicated nonsense. And light roll, easy roll. And at that, I don't even know what was worse. The fact that showing the light roll and the easy roll and all that, it still showed the same results. After you went over the surface like 3 times, didn't show any different results. Notice that every time I painted the screen, it was black. Every single time. When we dry the screen, got a surface here we dry. There we go. See when I dry the screen? Do you see any imperfections, bumps, all that stuff like that? Little nooks and crannies and all that nonsense? No, nothing. Smooth. That's the way it's supposed to be. See any shine bouncing off the screen? No, you don't want shine bouncing off your screen. That's the same thing as painting your screen with a semi-gloss. You're going to hot spot like crazy. Gee whiz Louise. Where's that coming up service? Yes, you feel my energy? It feels my energy! Yeah, I'm never going to go into, I never go into board meetings. When I go to board meetings and all that stuff, I go to meetings and stuff. Oh, God, it's so boring in there. But I got to be in there anyway. I just basically just, I don't know. Half the stuff, like, it's just too much. Like, when they take my product, this is what burns me up. When they take my product and they try to put it into the traditional category of other paints and stuff like that and screens at the end of the day, no, we're not in that category. Stop it. Stop it. It's simple. It's easy. You're thinking too much. Very simple. Paint the screen, put it on the wall, hit it with projector. We're done. There's no calibrating. There's no ambient light controlled environments. There's no buying projectors with 2 million to 1 contrast or 5 million to 1 contrast. And none of that bull crap at the end of the day. You don't need a special roller. You can go to Dollar Tree and Family Dollar and buy one of those rollers. It doesn't make a difference. That's it. You don't need a professional paint cannon with the hose and massive compressor. Go get yourself a Wagner 150, 250, and you're done. That's it. That's all. No zigzag formations, no up and down robot formations. None of that bull crap in the day. Paint the screen, you're done. That's it. It's that simple. When I get people say, oh, there's no instructions. Do you ever see me use this? How hard is it? We're done. I painted dozens of motorized projection screens, dozens of fixed frame screens. Painted a 250-inch projection screen, all in the same day. Knocked it out, strung it up, and displayed it. It's not that hard. So when they tell you that stuff that you have to have instructions, that's bonkers at the end of the day. You should not have instructions for painting paint at the end of the day. Shouldn't. It's easy. Now, if you're doing something like, I don't know, home interior involvement and all that stuff, yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff behind that. This is home theater. Your wall's already prepped or whatever, just you're done. That's it. Let's see. Oh, bushy kitty cat. Actually, I'm thinking about getting another cat, a kitten, because he doesn't get along with the adult cats you get. So I want an orange cat. You need a buddy to play with. Right now he's stalking a squirrel. See that? That image comes up? See how beautiful that is? That's an old cardboard box. No professional high-end projection screen. I got to buy a projection screen because I need a really smooth surface. I got to buy a motorized projection screen. We painted trash with the FLE. It's a cardboard box. It's trash. It is absolute cardboard. It is trash. I found that in the trash right behind the side of the house. I went and got it, brought it over here, and coated it in, and that's it. Did you see me go on these robot formations and all that dumb nonsense? No, I just coated it in. That's it. My neighbor, the customer who did paint her entire wall, painted it in. That's it. The guy who did the motorized projection screen that's laying on the floor, he painted over, painted it in. That's it. And when you sit there and say you have to have instructions, Mr. Wake, when you sit there and say, and I've been here longer than you have because you're a noob to me, when you sit there and say that I don't understand the game cop policy, are you kidding me? You're talking to me about ambient light rejection technology and you got your blinds pointed up at the ceiling because you're afraid to make contact with the screen. Are you kidding me? How does that work when you have a 180-inch with ceiling? The light right in the center of the screen. Gee, what's a week? I'm still waiting for this midnight paint. Solid Night. Put that paint called Solid Night. Why would you name a screen paint Solid Night? That doesn't even make any sense. Solid Night. Yeah, so yeah, how would you name it Solid Night? What? Why would it? No, never mind. Forget it. If your Solid Night product was supposed to be, well, if Danny's product, the Series C gray, because that's what it is, it's not black, was supposed to be better than your Solid Night, and that thing couldn't produce a proper black level at all, I feel sorry for whatever you made. No, gentlemen, it's supposed to be easy. 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 Oh, now look at the menu. Look how beautiful the menu pops up compared to the gray. And again, Jamie, this is your paint. This is your paint because you cheated in your demonstration. So that's your paint from now on. Now, as a way to redeem that, I'll send you up a care package. And you do the demonstration. Mind you, it's not going to be the only paint in there. I'm going to have quite a bit in there. So we're going to have some slip silver, because I've been dying for him to do that, which you never did. I'm going to have Network Gray 773. We're going to have something, Bare Silver Screen. And we're going to have something called Software Gray. It's a little bit of a darker one. It's to go against this darker products. He claims that are gunmetal. Oh, by the way, when the Imperial launches, I will be challenging your gunmetal. I expect cancellations. We don't expect to ever get the product. No. We're not going to get the product. We get cancellations. That's what we're going to get. That's all we need is the cancellations. And we can take it to the forum sites. I gave you this place one a few minutes ago to put them against the Imperial, and he canceled out. These are our receipts right here. Nope, you don't work, man. You don't work. You don't work. You don't work. You don't work. It's my dirty piece of fabric. That is my dirty piece of fabric. Dirty piece of fabric that I had sitting in a box somewhere, crumbled up. We painted this outside. Remember, we all went outside and we painted this when Taco got in a fight with the big cat, and the big cat was going at like, Got to bring it in. This is my dirty piece of fabric. This one that was sitting out in the snow. This is my wrinkled up, dirty piece of fabric coated with our new technology. Look how amazing that looks. Love it, don't you? Love it. Fabric, cover, glass. Does it make a difference? That's why I picked up a cordless battery powered paint sprayer. I'm gonna have a ball with that baby. One coat application. Get a bunch of white screens out there. One coat done and over with. I'm going to show them how fast we can convert white screens into black technology. Or anything we want. Heck, I can turn a trash can into a projection screen. That's why I need the paint can. The cordless one, which is much better. I'm going to be painting over all kinds of stuff with that technology. When I go on the show, paint over anything. Anything we want. Convert it into black technology, which is far more superior. OLED demonstrations. Oh, look at this. We did this on the ceiling. Beautiful, beautiful visual effects. Can you imagine when you put in your dedicated home theater room? Can you imagine you could do your ceiling and your screen at the same time? You could put an infinity ceiling and your screen at the same time. It don't cost you tons of money. So it's going to cost you $10,000 to $20,000 a pop to do the ceiling. Can you imagine? You get the zoomies. Can you imagine that? You could do your screen and ceiling. You can have your home theater dedicated setup and all white. White chairs, white walls. Because you know why? Your screen's not going to be bouncing light all over the place. These screens are designed to absorb light. That's why I did the demonstration where I painted the room bright white first. And we put the black screens in there to show you that when the screens fire off, then the light pushes anywhere else. It stays on the screen. Beautiful colors on our dirty drop-off cloth. And my cat got the zoomies. Got the zoomies, Taco? He's feeding off my energy. That's what it is. Animals feed off your energy. You know that? I had these two big guard dogs. One named Tigger and one named Junior. Tigger? Junior's a little bit more pacifist. He was. You could pet him. But Tigger, on the other hand, was something else. He was a piece of work. If you met Tigger, there's no way in the world that dog was going to kill you. That dog was definitely going to kill you. He would have killed anything. I mean, anything. And I didn't train him that way in any way whatsoever. He was an alpha male. He was definitely an alpha male. He was just born that way. to be an aggressor, to just kill anything, except for his master at the end of the day. So, yeah. What you doing? But he was an aggressor, and they could feed off your energy. I didn't realize that at first. So I had him sitting up on the porch and was sitting up, talking to my buddy and having this conversation with him. And we got to talking about the game. People get aggressive when they help a game. You don't know what you're talking about, man. You got to be crazy like that. And I'm talking to him, and I'm watching the dog. And I realized my buddy's like, yo, because I'm watching him talking to me. And we're having this conversation. The dogs are trained. They're not coming off the porch. And as they're sitting there, they're just sitting down and looking at us talk. And as I'm getting hyped up, my buddy's head turns and goes, yo, calm it down. Calm it down. I said, who are you talking to? The dogs are cool. They're chilling. When I looked at them, the dogs were standing up. They had their chest puffed up, and it was ready to charge. I was like, oh, shoot. And I was like, calm down, shh, shh, shh. And I got them to calm down, put them inside, and basically put them in their little their kennel areas. And then went back to talking. I was like, oh, shoot. So you mean they feed off of that? I said, yeah, my buddy's a dog. He trains dogs. And I was like, yeah, they feed off of that. You get upset, your dog gets upset. They feed off of that. They can feel it. So, yep. Learn something new. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, let's go somewhere on this. We got the screen. Playing around with the screen. Let's play the screen. What do we got here? We're gonna play around with. Oh, let's do this one right here. Bam. Having fun with the screen. You know what it means. Have some fun. I want something else, like, we did a dirty brag. I want something really, really trashy, like really piece of crap of a surface. That's what I want. I want something really crappy. But when I get my cannon in, my portable cannon, my cordless paint sprayer, I'm going to get me a little holster for it too. Get me a little holster with it. I wonder if I can get LED lights on it. That'd be cool if I can get some LED lights on my cannon. Some LED lights and stuff. I'm just going to blast over all kinds of stuff. I want to do a demonstration. We're going to have trash cans, whatever we want. We're just going to have everything piled, junk, all just piled up. And we're just going to coat all that in with that black technology and just turn it all into a screen in one hit. And then we just take some black paint and just splatter it down, and everything that the black paint hits turns dark. Can't read white light. Tell me that's not an impressive demonstration. That's why I said demonstrations I got planned for when I go on site are going to be crazy demonstrations. I'm not trying to do that boring now. Like, I'm going to paint the wall. We done it. We done it already. We did that with the dedicated. We're on different sites. We're just running all over the place with a projector under my arm, just painting stuff up. Now we got to get creative. We got to do crazy stuff. Oh. My friends are like, why the frick is your adrenaline so high? Because I just got finished doing a freaking demonstration. Somebody challenged me, said that my screen's basically crack or peel. So I had to come on there, I had to throw it in their face. Not only do I come out here and show it, we do the demonstration, get the black surface against our screen. We do the demonstration against the dirty black fabric, cardboard box. Why our demonstration products are better than the gray and the white. Just crush it. Crush it. I love it. Love it. Man, it's like to have a technology that can literally wipe. Well, it does wipe everything out. Literally. That's what the new photo is for the new other technology we got. We're going to use it to challenge the certifies. Come on. How many people are upset over this when we make that statement, or you people make these products? Well, if you feel you can take me at the end of the day, my post office box goes up soon. Send me something. See, that's the thing at the end of the day. I can't stand people at the end of the day that talk trash. I can back myself up. I came on here to do a basic demonstration on why our screens don't crack or peel. Posted a demonstration on the bottom on a video that no one's ever matched yet. I haven't seen anybody freezing their screens into block of ice and beating them with hammers. No, I don't. And then I came on and not only crumbled up the daylights out of this piece of cardboard, put it right on camera, no cracking and peeling, but I showed more in the demonstration than I had to. You know why I can do more? Because our technology is designed to do it. That's why. And then when I sit there and make these statements, they get mad, go, oh, you're showing off. You know what? I don't understand you people who make these products at the end of the day. You don't want to back your products up. You don't want to work hard. You want to make good products. You want to cut corners and rip people off at the end of the day. But you want to get mad at people like me at the end of the day that work hard and design good products. We're the bad guys. Oh, we're bragging, this, that, and the other, because we can back our products at 100%. Guess what? You could do that too. If you work for it. Good gracious, man. I came up in a time where people didn't whine and cry about their stuff. They want to improve and backed it up. You couldn't back it up, you kept your mouth shut. That's where I grew up at. Either you put up or you shut up. One or the other. Only people who cry about this to me are people who make these products. I don't have one customer coming to me and crying about, oh, you're making products too good, too affordable. This is making my life miserable. I don't hear that. Only people I hear crying and whining about is people who make these products in the day. If you don't like me at the end of the day, then you make a better product to beat my product. That's what you do. You work harder. If this is what it takes to make you work harder and to make better products for the consumer, then so be it. Bring it. I'm tired of the whining and crying. If you want basically for me to just demonstrate at the end of the day, I'll launch a Spartan on you. I'll wipe your entire product line clean. So come on, challenge me at the end of the day. Show me something. I have a new technology you just saw flashing. It was already engineered in 20 minutes. It's designed to take out all certified screens to prove that black technology is more superior. It has a name, an Infinity 7 attached to it. It is going to do everything that it's designed to do to eliminate a certified screen at ease. Challenge me. At least at the end of the day, I don't have to sit on camera and basically do rants about how we are bored because we don't get any challenges. You don't have to do crazy stuff like this in order to keep it occupied. So yeah, my fun next month is going to put a P.O. box in and have people send me stuff to challenge against my screen. Oh, that's going to be so freaking great. Right now, I'm so hyped up on when we launched the FLE, that technology design sunlight, that stuff can wipe out any black surface that thing hits. I'm going to wipe out the entire product line of Home Depot. There's 20 paints. I'm going to knock every single one of them out. That's what I'm talking about. That's why customers buy our products. Because at the end of the day, how we talk and what we do and how we back it up. I don't come on camera and talk a whole lot of nonsense and not back it up. We got a dirty old rag. Piece of garbage, a drop cloth, stuffed away in the bottom of my area. And I just pulled it out, coated it on camera, and this is what we got. Did this inside, did this outside, did the outside with ultra short throw. Showed a demonstration in the white surface why they don't pick up next to this technology where our stuff is more superior. Got an old dirty box sitting out there in the trash. Everybody looks at the trash. I see a projection screen. Take it up here, put it up on the table, paint it. Easy application, anybody can do it. Then I come and I put a little white next to it, put a splatter screen with some gray next to it, show you the difference where our product is much more advanced. Take a dirty piece of plywood, lay it against inside the garage, been out there for 6 months. Don't even prime it. Paint it down, put it to the wall, automatic projection screen. Cut some of it off, trim it, lay it on the table, turn it to a tabletop projection screen. Use a 50 lumen projector to display off of it. Get an old dirty window, turn that into a glass projection screen. Don't complain about it. Show me something. And for people at the end of the day who figure that, oh, you know, he just comes out here to just, no, I'm not trolling because I'm backing it up. When you troll, you can't back it up. I can back mine up 100%. And I even went on site last summer. I walked around an entire office building with a $178 projector, and I displayed in every area that I popped up without even changing the environment. Even got a guy who wanted to save you money. Really saving you money? $400. 2 projectors, 720p. Pushed the image right through glass. Fish pushed right through the side in the middle of the day. I don't troll, I back it up. On my website, in my shopping cart, in my marketplace, I got more black on black paint on demonstrations versus anybody else's. Crystal Ridge Technology Screen has the biggest grid on any outdoor projection screen demonstrations ever done. I don't troll, I back it up. The reason why part of me acts this way is because I expect to see better when it comes to home theater. It's a very expensive hobby. It can be a very expensive hobby. And movie chairs aren't cheap. Everything you get with dedicated theater rooms are very expensive. You know, movie posters can cost you a lot of money, especially with the ones with the little light bulbs around them are very expensive. And people spend a lot of money that have that home theater movie-like experience. They get it all crapped up on a trashy screen because their projector can't see it. So, if you makers at the end of the day, you developers, if I tick you off at the end of the day, then guess what you need to do? You need to work harder to make a better product. And if that's what it takes to see better products on the market, then heck, yeah, I'd rather be hated. Because at least at the end of the day, the customer is going to get a good product because you're going to work just as hard to catch up to me. And anyone at the end of the day who feels the need to try to tear down what I build, I'll take you to court and I'll challenge you. And it'll cost you at the end of the day. So I would suggest you work hard, build a better product for your consumers, and try to overpower me at the end of the day. Because at least at the end of the day, I can see a good product that's basically worth the consumer's time and my time. What do you think I was just getting on camera? Just to rally them up? So basically just right now, I'm trying to get them to build better products. Better products. We need better products. That stereotype nonsense where you have to be stuck in these dark environments. I mean, come on. I mean, but it doesn't work for the ultra short though. It's a non-ending, continuous, expensive loop. You go out and you spend money for the next generation projector to hit it on the same gray and white screen to get what? No contrast, no color. And every year they come out with a new projector promising to give you this, that, and the other, and you still get the same crap. It's the same thing over and over again, again, again. You're just chasing your tail. That's all you're doing. It's a non-stop expensive cycle. That's what it is. So if you got a projector today, newer model, and like the fellow had the LS800, hits it on the screen. Amazing projector. Hold on for a minute. Hello? What's up? You text me. I'm in a live stream right now. How dare you? How dare you? You're on the phone, right? You gotta whisper because they might hear you on the live stream. I ain't got you on speaker. You know that I'm gonna do it. And whatever. You gonna be on? All right, I'm about to bounce on right now. I got you. Let me finish up here and I'm done, okay? Are you talking to me? All right, I'll be on the minute. All right. I gotta go, people. I've been supposed to be out there. Like, where the freak you at? Yeah, I was supposed to be in a long time ago. They got an arcade down here. An arcade. I haven't seen it yet. It's all vintage arcade. Yeah! I'm about to go down there with you guys and chill with them. But anyway, like I said, yeah. You know, at the end of the day, look, people who hate me at the end of the day, you can't stand what I do at the end of the day, you hate me for that, then look, instead of it being expensive and costing your freedom at the end of the day and trying to commit fraud against my company, how about you just try to make a better product better than my company? Because if you reach the plateau that we hit already, then you're going to have a pretty good product, an extremely good product. Got something you can stand behind at the end of the day and something that your customers are going to appreciate. There you go. That's basically it. That's why we don't support any knockoff projectors. Because we support knockoff projectors, all we're doing is just making the problem bigger. More and more people go out and buy these fake machines with these fake specifications, and all this does is then just adds more problems. So the fact that our technology won't support them, people don't want to go near them because they won't support them. If you have one of these, we have to tell you, no, we can't sell you the product because it won't work. So I know customers that will basically take that projector back and go get another projector that's much cheaper than that one because they don't want to work as name brand and use that instead. So they can get this image at the end of the day. And that eliminates the knockoff projector nonsense altogether. So, and you figure like I'm being a douchebag on camera at the end of the day, well, the reason why I push so hard is because maybe if I get you to hate me enough, you people who make these products, maybe you'll work harder to make a product to take me down. And if you work harder to make a product to try to take me down, that means you got a good product to put on the market for everybody else. Now see what you've done? All right, gotta go. Thank you all for your time, and God bless.